Jones, you up, G? Shout out to Jim Jones, man. When Jim Jones tells us he knows how to stay in the algorithm, he knows how to stay relevant, he knows how to stay in the headlines. Boy, he ain't lying, is he? Whether he's sitting on some couch doing a show and he leans up, acting like he's just adjusting his posture and the money falls out of his pocket, like, really? Whether he's going back and forth with Cam, whether he's chiming in on other people's shit or his podcast now with Davies, Fab, and Mano, like he knows how to stay active. You got to give that to him, man. He's a natural hustler, and he's been in the industry pulling money out of that bitch for over what 20 plus years. I could never, ever take that from Jim. But this one right here caught me off guard. I ain't gonna lie.
Recently, it was reported that Cameron will be collaborating with 50 Cent on Paid in Full. You and 50 are competitors. What would you expect to see with a Cameron and 50 Cent collaboration?
I don't know what to expect to see from them two suckers. I wouldn't care what they expect to see from them. I wish them the best. Just stay out my way, please.
That's all?
That's it.
Recently,
I don't know, man. Is Mel Matrix back home? Is that it? Or is it just Jim being out? Every time we've heard Cam and Jim address each other recently, they ask Cam, for example, what do you think about a reconciliation with people like Jim? They give a very politically correct answer. I mean, listen, I'll never say never, but right now, not the time, they doing them, I'm doing whatever. And, I wish everybody the best. And Jim recently gave a similar reaction to that. Like, what makes him turn around and go to that next level of calling niggas suckers? I don't know nothing about them suckers. Like, that's pretty aggressive. They call them suckers like that. I mean, the thing with him and 50, yeah, they've had their back and forth. It just seemed like him and Cam. I didn't see anything from Cam that was like that level of disrespect towards Jim lately. I just haven't seen it. Maybe I missed it. But damn, Jim, a sucker? It is what it is, man. I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would I bet on some type of Cameron and Jim Jones reunion? I'll give you a small little analogy here, something that I always believed, even in battle rap, and I've seen it in life. When people aren't on the same accord, when people don't really like each other, or when people feel scarred by the other person, you see them come together more times than often out of necessity. Out of necessity. For example, we're both, at this point in our careers where we can help each other. You got one person that's up and one person that's down. The person that's up, he got no interest on working with the other person. You got one person that's up, the other person that's up. They both doing their own thing. They don't give a fuck. You get shit like this. Fuck them suckers. Jim is doing okay for himself, I believe, right? You got both people that's down or both people that's declining. That's an issue. Cam he's making more money possibly within this time period of the last couple years than I think he's made for a majority of his music shit. Or a big piece of it. I think he's doing very, very well for himself. And Jim is on his hustle. I think he's doing good. But damn, like, you're not going to see people like that have this type of energy unless we need each other. All right. It's almost like a birds of a feather flock together on a type of success of where we are within our careers type of shit. But scale of 1 to 10, ARP, do you see them collaborating within the next 24 months? I'll give it a 2. And even if somebody brings a tour to them, hey, we got this big ass bag for a tour. Well, shit. Even when they were on decent terms the last time that came about, it was for the verses, right? And they almost didn't make that happen. Cam was like, I'm about to be over here. I got this $1 million situation on the table, whatever. And Jim is like, yo, this is like a bucket list thing for me to go into Madison Square Garden and do this show and come on, killer, come on. And then they worked out a type of deal that made Cam comfortable, supposedly between him and Tim and Swizz. And then that got exposed later on as far as them having differences about it. And Cam talked like, nigga, I didn't even want to do it. And then when y'all convinced me to do it, I went back and negotiated with them. I got y'all a bag. But the way I situated my shit, I want features. I want percentage. I want some of the door. I want my general bag. And Jim was like, nigga, I didn't know about none of that. But Cam kind of justified it. And y'all wasn't really rocking with each other like that too tough at that time anyway. So they couldn't even get that right, let alone coming together now while they're calling each other suckers. Good luck. I give it a 2 out of 10. All right, let's keep moving. What are we like? 3, 4 in already within 17 minutes?